Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. It is Saturday, the 12th of May, 2018. I want to thank everybody for the supportive comments you've given me. I did my 51st video yesterday, and I'll never ask you for a donation. I'll never ask you to pay money to join a VIP room, and I definitely will not charge you money for any educational advice. I do this because I love the space. It's full of some of the most intelligent people around the world. And it is exciting because I believe it will really change this world. So that is what I wanted to tell you before I get to it. I'm going to tell you the winner and the loser within the top 100 coins by market cap. We'll take a look at the most interesting story coming out of Japan. We'll also look at an important story globally. And then I have a curious story at the end. So let's just get right to it. Today's market cap is not sitting in a position that we want to see. We worked so hard to get ourselves back up over the 400 billion mark, but we're down to 384 billion. In the last 6 hours, Bitcoin has been moving sideways. We seem to have stabilized a little bit, which is a good thing. So we are at 8,400 and just down 5.71% in the last 24 hours. It was a very difficult time with this sell-off. And yesterday I did a video. When I'm doing videos from Japan, I'm usually 8 to 9 to 12 hours ahead of the West. So I am going on my own gut feel, and I don't have a lot of YouTube influencers to kind of follow. So yesterday I took a chance to think that the announcement of Kobayashi-san, who's the attorney for the Mt. Gox bankruptcy, because he had moved those coins and it looked like a pending sale, I thought, this is probably the reason why we're seeing this dramatic drop in price. I could not find where he has promised that he's going to trade over the counter. So I think he's bringing these coins into the marketplace and using the exchanges. And so it is obviously having a huge impact on price. Now, I'm not positive because I can't find confirmation either way from a reliable source, whether he's using the exchanges or he's using an OTC. But I am going to guess, just based on common sense, that he is using an exchange, because we just don't see a dump in this kind of a price based on some comments that a few days ago, like Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett and Bill Gates said. And I don't think the situation in Korea either is enough to bring down this mass hysteria. So so I just think that we never can exactly pinpoint as to what the problem is that brings these volatile swings in the pricing, but I'm going to guess that in terms of the last 24-hour market action, it was that Mt. Gox bankruptcy attorneys movement indeed. Okay, so let's take a look here. Who do we have in the number one position with a 20% gain? It's Augur. No surprise, Augur yesterday, it was announced that they are going to be listed, or they are listed now on Binance. So anytime Binance decides to put a coin available for trading, it has a huge impact on price. And in the negative position, we've got, EOS. So Bytecoin, which is the privacy coin I was going to talk about, was in the worst position in terms of loss, but now just in the last 2 minutes, EOS has taken that position. Well, I want to talk about Bytecoin, even though they are so close. Well, actually, look at that, 16.33 and 16.33. They're both tied for being in the worst position among the top 100 coins. But I want to take a look at the Bytecoin story, because 2 days ago, Bytecoin found a little bit of a bug, and this has caused, they had a recent great run up, but this bug has caused a little bit of some FUD, and that is to be expected because the team actually released an official statement on the whole incident on their official blog, and they claimed that there was a huge growth of users and the mining activity, which led to around 25% of the miners using an outdated software, and the rest 75% of the miners using a new software. So due to the 25% of miners using the old software, a bug appeared in the consensus software, which in turn led to the network's instability. And I'm just glad they caught it, because if they didn't catch it, it probably would have caused a fork or a split to take place. So I think it's okay. I think it's going to recover all right. This is a coin that's been around since 2012. It has a very strong community that follow it, and I don't think there's anything to panic over on this story. All right, let's take a look at the biggest story from Japan. So yesterday I talked about the huge competitiveness happening around the globe with the exchanges. I mean, there is just serious money coming in to take those global positions and to woo the customers to be loyal users of the exchange. I equated it to the time when the miners during the gold rush period were really feeding the people who were providing the infrastructure to gold mine. I mean, Levi Strauss is one of the famous stories that came out of that period of time. And now I think we're in that time where the infrastructure is being laid down in cryptocurrency, and the exchanges are just going after this market share. So yesterday, Bitflyer, which is seriously trying to grab the number one position globally, they are recruiting some of the best talent from the traditional institutional finance world. But today, there was a story that came out. Japan's biggest cryptocurrency exchange is not shutting down. CEO refutes the FUD. Well, at noon, about 40 minutes ago, I received in my email this huge announcement, and I've got the translation for you. So the Bitcoin Cash community has collectively decided to implement a hard fork to the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. This hard fork will raise the maximum block size to 32 megabytes, add new opcodes, and reactive some opcodes. The hard fork is expected to be implemented on Wednesday, May 16th, 2018, between 1 and 3 a.m. Japan Standard Time. We will temporarily suspend deposits and withdrawals of Bitcoin Cash starting 1 hour before the hard fork is expected to begin. So this is the actual story, and it's nothing to worry about. So don't worry. Bitflyer is not closing down. Okay. Globally, consensus. This is the big blockchain event happening in New York starting on Monday. This is big stuff. And it's big because it's had a huge impact on the Bitcoin price in the past. And I absolutely am sure, based on this huge event, there's going to be an enormous amount of news next week. I expect we're going to see some really positive news come out of this. The quality of speakers is just stellar, and they have a lineup that is just jaw-dropping. So if you want to take a look, I will put the link to the site down in the comment section, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I tweeted a couple days ago the historical relationship between Consensus New York event and the Bitcoin price. So back in 2015, September 10th was the first day of Consensus. The price at that time, look at this, $239. And about a month and a half later, on October 31st, the price of Bitcoin rose to $324. In May 2016, on the 5th, the Bitcoin price was $447. And then on August 31st, it had risen to $574. And then last year, May 22nd, the price was $2,242. about a month and a half later, on August 31st, the price was 4,740. So this year, Tom Lee of Fundstrat, as you know, is just making some wild claims as to how much Bitcoin is going to be. But I can make one prediction for sure. My personal thought is we're going to see a big juicy surge in the price, because there's just going to be too much news that comes out of this event, and it's going to be extremely positive unless we have a black swan, which none of us can predict. I do think the price is going to double. It's my prediction. Okay, I'm keeping track of all my predictions, by the way, so that we can just have fun to see um, how off or how spot on I am. All right, and then the last is a curious story. Can you believe this? Where the wealthy stash their Bitcoin. So imagine computer servers holding vast sums of cryptocurrency in guarded concrete vaults. This might sound like a scene in the next Bourne movie, but it has become reality. So, a startup called Xapo is storing 10 billion worth of Bitcoin in a network of underground bunkers on 5 continents on behalf of the clients, including family offices. Yeah, I just, it's it's very curious story. At about 7% of the worldwide Bitcoin supply, that's not crypto chump change. No, it is not. So I'm going to put this story down in the comment section too. I find it really interesting and curious. And, y- you know, it just goes to show that people are darn serious about their Bitcoin ownership. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you. Thank you again for your support. And if you'd like to get a jump on the stories happening, because I'm on Japan time, if you subscribe, I guarantee you that my stories will be one of the first out there on the YouTube space. All right, everybody, take care, and sayonara for now. Bye bye.